at the end of the last video, and I actually remember what I was going to say. That last live stream was 299. So in a few minutes, I was going to say, we'll see you in 3 minutes on the 300th video. Woo! I wish I could flip off the lights and do a disco ball and probably show my lightning power, but I told you in the last video, I broke it. Want to see it again? Probably not. It broke when I got the setup. Bad idea. And I'm too lazy to go reach the lights. I should have turned it the other way. The lightning bolt wouldn't break, and I could turn off the lights, and more celebration would be involved. But I didn't have anything planned for the live stream except to a panel to celebrate. And since you guys are not good at leaving questions, well, we can only talk. But it's still a good anniversary, right? I want to kind of review kind of what we did on this channel if you guys don't have any questions again. But let's get this over with. I already told you about Newsies. That's why I took so long upstairs, because I grabbed my Newsy script, my Trek program with the beads, right? And I got 2 more things to talk about, and it won't take this whole hour, I promise. The last 2 things did take the whole hour, but this will be fast. Let's look at the pictures of Trek. Ready? Here's the first picture. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. You have the first picture, which is a card. The last picture is my family. And then you have, this is the first card. First picture. And the last picture is in the back. We'll get to it. Actually, this is the last picture. Whoops, I almost knocked my, see? This is my family. Not my real family, my Trek family. If you look very closely in there, you have my ma, my pa, my 4 brothers, 3 sisters, and you could probably find me in there somewhere. There's our hand cart. This is like about 2 hours before we got to the buses. Now this is the girl I danced with. Let's see. Do you see that girl with the red right there? See that girl with the red jacket? That's colorful and you can turn it to yellow. I danced with her half of the hoedown. I loved it. Fell in love that night. But her family was leaving, so I decided not to get a picture of her face. I'm sorry. These are my pictures. So let's look at this one first. This is not our Trek. Those trailers down there are part of another Trek. We saw another Trek on the trail, remember? This is them leaving. Who's in the picture, though? I don't know. But there's that. And this was with my old ward, not my new ward. This is my old stake. Clearfield South. So we did 3 pictures, right? This is my brother Max. See the black ribbon on his elbow? That showed that he died. And there's our tent. And he's not the loud snorer, by the way. Don't worry. But he sacrificed his life for me. I was supposed to be the one who died because he's the second oldest. I'm the first. I'll be the oldest next year because I'll be 18 in my new ward because we just figured out our new ward was going next year, not 2 years, because we thought it was in 2 years. Someone said they were going next year. So I'm not going to say going with our old ward wasn't worth it, but it kind of wasn't necessarily because our new ward was going next year. But oh well, that's okay. This was the field. I think this was at when I first took pictures on Wednesday. I'm sorry about the 25 pictures, guys. I actually had enough room to do 28. But on Wednesday, I tried taking pictures and I couldn't figure out how to work the camera. So all the pictures I took of the log cabin and where we first set up our tents, that didn't happen. On Thursday, my brother John, taught me how to take pictures and they still didn't work. So on Friday, I spent, after fixing my camera and after it was finally working, I spent the whole camp the whole day taking like 20 pictures, and I took 8 more on Friday, saving the last picture for my family, which you just saw in here. There's my brother Max. All right. But along with the pictures, I did take a picture of the time we slept out on Thursday night because in the morning I wanted to take a picture. So this could have been the field from either when we arrived on Friday or I think it was the field that we left on Thursday. So I can't show you where we slept on Wednesday night, but I can show you a picture of where we slept on either Thursday night, because, we left on Friday morning. It was right before the women's pool. I was going to take a picture of that, but I didn't think I was allowed to. So there's that field. This looks like it was from Friday, though. This looks like it was from Thursday. And then, because it's a little more wet than this picture. Sorry, no, it's not the same picture at all. This is when we're on the trail, and I take a picture of the field. There's my ma's head. Sorry. I accidentally took a picture of my pocket. I would have had another picture. I could have took a picture of us by the buses or something if I didn't actually hit my camera in my pocket. It was before I took the last picture, though. When I realized I had one picture left, I was like, I should not, because then I would have had one more picture to take. But I accidentally took a picture of my pocket. I'm so sorry. There's another place where we camped. I guess this was Friday, maybe. Or Thursday. I don't know which day's which. All right. But it's not Wednesday for sure because I didn't get any pictures from that day. But look at this. There's Pa. And if you look behind him, there's a balloon that we found on the trail that we caught. So with this evidence, I went on trek. And I'm not lying to you. I did go on Zion's Camp too because I showed you the program. Wherever it went. I don't know. It must have fell off. Okay. I asked my brother John, to take a picture of me exhausted. So I'm an actor. I was actually exhausted, but by the time I got him to take a picture, I wasn't that exhausted anymore because we had our break. But I really wanted him to take a picture. So there's me going, and there's my blue bandana. I told you I was orange in Zion's Camp, but in Trek, it was around the similar idea. Except instead of troops, we were organized in families. And yeah, I was exhausted. And there's my double hat that always kept falling off. See? There's me exhausted. I look like a cowboy. I'm cool, right? I don't know why I took this picture. It sounds like everyone's unloading their stuff. We had to put ours in a trailer because the buses, our bus didn't have. Whatever. I don't know what that is or that. Sorry, it's the same picture, but you only saw half of it. I tried to fix it. This is the porta potties. There was another trek. This was actually on Friday for sure because I remember that hill, and right behind that hill there was another trek ward, and they had more porta potties than we did, and they also had more trailers. So cool. I think this is right before we did one last cleanup on Saturday morning. That's where we slept on Friday night. I was going to take pictures at the hoedown, but I was too busy dancing, and that's why I decided not to. There's the hill again. I think I took 2 copies of this picture. I should have just took one. I don't know why that happened. I wasted pictures. I could have used them wisely on something else, even if it was Friday. Maybe I should have took a picture of the women's pool, or I should have did the whole. I didn't want it to be irreverent, though. There's me exhausted up close. I was like, I can't look that exhausted because I haven't trekked in a while, but you can see my chin, my evil hat. Forgive me. And you can tell what clothes I was wearing. I wonder if I was wearing the same clothes because we had to wear our clothes twice. We weren't allowed to bring too many copies. Yep, I was wearing the same clothes. But there's that. I'm going to have to put my pictures away, and I don't want to get them scratched or too much fingerprintable. I'm already giving them fingerprints. So let's hurry and get through the rest of this. Here's our trailer. Here's our luggage, and here's our, you kind of already saw it in my family picture video. But this is when we were packing up to either leave on Friday or Saturday. Don't know. But as you see, we were in the purple. There was 3 groups. We had the green flags, the purple flags, and the blue flags. We were part of the purple, and our family was called the Cars. That was our last name. Someone dropped their blue bandana on the floor if you want to look up close. Do you see the blue bandana? You can probably spot things in here like buckets and waters. And that boy on the side, that's Kelton. He's the one that snores a lot. I didn't mean to take a picture of this, and I don't remember taking a picture of this, but it's the floor, and that's probably my leg or bucket. or a girl's bucket. There's the grass. There's the grass. I can't believe I'm bad at taking pictures, guys. I'm good at taking pictures for my YouTube videos, but when I'm out camping, maybe not that great. Look, I have a mess. Pictures all over the floor that I'm going to have to clean up at the end of this live stream. It's only been 11 minutes, so like I said, it's not taking that long. There's my brother John. You can't see his face. That's why I think I took another picture. But there's our tent. There's the water jug. This was definitely on Friday. This was Friday morning. So this is the camp from that we were at Thursday night, and we left on Friday morning when my camera was working. So I got every campsite except for the Wednesday night one. There's John's face a little bit better with his hat. He was the brother who kept me from saying something I shouldn't have to a woman. There's another bit better picture of him. So first you don't see his head, then you see him, and then you see above his head. Cool, right? Look, watch this, slow motion. Whoa, baby! Okay. This is kind of like my slideshow one, but if you want to go see my Zions Camp Real slideshow, go on Facebook. Okay. Syracuse, South Trek. Okay. All right. Utah, Syracuse. But I guess these were can't talk. These were digital pictures, so unfortunately I don't have them on my software or anywhere on the computer. So eventually, even if I wanted to make a real PowerPoint slideshow, I can't. But you should go see the ones we made on I didn't make it. It was the leaders and people who were in charge of the camp for Zions Camp. If you want to go see the slideshow, it has songs in it, and there are a couple of videos and speed videos too, because they're high at tech. I'm not that good, especially with my YouTube channel doing speed throughs or something. But there's someone's feet. That's probably John's. There's our tent. This was Friday. This was no. No, it wasn't Friday night, because Friday night we were at the end of the campsite. We weren't close to the front. That shed, you see it right there. That head cover. We were further from that on Friday night. So this was Thursday night, because on Thursday night we were closer to the lunch table or the dinner table. So this was actually where we slept on Thursday night, but I only took a picture of it Friday morning. These pictures were all from Friday and Saturday, but hey, at least you got all the campsites but one, right? There's our tent again. I guess it's the same picture, but I took it twice because, the other one's blurry. And then I thought I already showed you this picture. It's another picture of me wearing gloves, being exhausted. Now, as you see, I have some pictures to put away. But now I witnessed that I went to Trek, and I hopefully enjoyed it. I also had a witness that I went to Zions Camp. Remember the beads and the program wherever it went. I also mentioned I was in Newsies because I showed you my script in the other live stream. Oh, and here's the program. This proves I went to Zions Camp, right? And it says 2019 on it. It had to be recent. And then Newsies. I have a mess over here now that I have to clean up. But there is one more thing to show you. Remember, this is one of the presents I got for my birthday. I don't know if I showed you all my birthday presents, but I didn't really get much. I got new tennis shoes that I'm wearing right now. And I don't want to take them off my feet because I want to go outside when I'm done. But, I wanted to talk about these 500 pieces of paper. Oh, wait, does it say 500? Yes, it does. But I had the words up backwards. I thought it said 200. This is what I'm going to use to print off my script. So when it's finished, this is the first announcement for my channel. I'm not going to show you the script. I'll give you the front cover and stuff. But if you want to get a glimpse of what it looks like, I'll do that in November. The film takes place on November 16th, 2019. Not exactly. It takes place at the beginning of November, but most of the first 25% of the movie is on November 16th through the 18th. So that's when I plan to post this. Okay? And yeah, you'll get to see my time travel script. It's going to be a movie, guys. And it might have a sequel, a trilogy, and a possible fourth movie. But even if it gets a fourth movie, that's it. Okay? 500 sheets. Enough to make, let's see, my script's going to be about, let's see, it's 50, okay, if it's a quarter done, it's going to be about 200 pages long. Once Upon a Time was going to be like 300, so at least it's shorter than Once Upon a Time, even though I gave up on that project. But I'm working on a new time travel project, and it's something creative, not something from someone else. So this will be 200 pages long. Before I print it out, though, I know the movie's too long. So I'm going to cut out scenes. And so it's going to probably go down to about 150. When I look at scripts, they never go past 150, probably by a couple pages, but that's it. So once I can get down to that many, I should have enough to make almost 3 scripts, because 150 times 3 is 450. And even though I have an extra 50 sheets, that's not enough to make another script unless you're doing a 1-act play, because some plays are actually 100 pages long and they're still 2 hours. It's just, act 1's always 50. But this is only enough to make 3 scripts. So that would be Stuck in Time 1, 2, and 3. And so I would have to get another sheet to do 4. However, I can always get a new set of 500 sheets by Christmas. So technically, I don't have to use all of this. But this is what I'm going to use to print off my first script. Even though I have enough for my second and third, I'm probably going to use something else. Plus, since I will be going on my mission and all that stuff, it's probably not going to happen until I get back. And by then, these are going to be rotten, old, probably thrown away. I don't know. But this is what we're using. I didn't want to show you this. It's not really relevant, but since I was showing you Newsies, Trek, and Zion's Camp, that's 3. I hate on numbers. And even Stuck in Time, I hate on numbers, so that's why I want to make a 4th movie. Even though they said in Back to the Future 3's enough, I could agree with that, except on one condition, on numbers. So here's your 4th thing I wanted to introduce. Now the mess is complete, and I'm out of things to talk about. So why don't you leave your questions down below, shall we? Good thing we're not doing 3 or 4 live streams, because otherwise it would be quiet. But I do have one more thing, and maybe I should take off my shoes. But I don't want to, so I'm going to do this. See my shoe? These are my new tennis shoes that I got for my birthday. They're not falling apart yet, but my grandpa told me not to just slip them on. He told me to untie it and then put my shoes on and then tie it again, because I always like to slip on my shoes without having to tie them, and that always ruins them. He also says to wear socks, and I've been kind of not listening to him on that. So these shoes might get ruined fast, but if I can try really hard to listen to what my grandpa said, they can last longer. I don't know if you can see them. Okay, those are my shoes. So if I could take my shoes off and there was no fair today, that makes the pile even messier. But I'm going to have to clean it up when the live stream is over, because I don't want you to see me clean up. That's boring. Don't forget the Once Upon a Time posters in the back, and you already seen this one in my other live streams, right? And you've seen this one, but it hasn't been put in my live streams. So there you go. And there was a poster I had at the beginning of my channel. That was a year ago. So this is the point where we start talking about my channel, guys, because I'm done with that stuff. But not the YouTube channel stuff. The stuff I was telling you about, my script, Newsies, Trek, Science Camp. You know how we talked about that. I'm done talking about that now. Let's talk about my channel, because it really is the 1-year anniversary. And June 29th, 2018, exactly a year ago. It's past 5:29. Maybe I should have did the live streams at 5, but if I took a nap and missed my live stream, that would have been bad. So it's a good thing I did 7, right? Or 8. I like this. I like some of my hair showing in the front, but sometimes I keep doing this and messing it up. I do still like it. Hang on. Oh, there we go. I don't know. I do like it a little bit, but we'll leave it there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, a year ago, I made my first 2 videos, and I was using a different Once Upon a Time poster, and I have that. Maybe I'll show it to you sometime, but it was a year ago, and guess what? My first video, I did not put a title in it. I did not put a description. Instead, it had the date and the time, the exact time it was posted. 5 o'clock, 5:29 p.m. and 55 seconds. That's when my first video was officially posted. And it's past 8. It's 8 o'clock. I know. So it's really past the 1 year anniversary. We're just a few hours over 1 year. But if you don't want to stay specific, you can say it's been a year. Hasn't been a 1 day yet, though. Just a few hours. I could have done them at 5, but I was taking a nap until 5:50, so I would have missed the live stream if I did that. So I'm glad I picked 7 and 8, just so I can spend like an hour with my uncle and my cousins, and then using 10 from 5:50 to 6:50, and using 10 minutes to set this up. So, yeah. But now we're going to go to my channel. Okay. Here's my channel. Let's go through the videos. We're not going to count them all, but you're going to see how much progress I have done this year. Huh? What? Okay, here's my other live stream that ended at 56 minutes. I didn't start it right at 7 o'clock. I was 30 seconds late. So given the fact I ended it at 7:57, that's why it says 56. There's my first live stream. I never wore my hat on my YouTube channel before, so maybe that's kind of new, right? This is the other one that's live now. Here are my 2 premieres that I aired while I was gone. I hope you watched them. I'm almost done with that Roblox series. I still want to do Roblox, but at the same time, I might gradually stop. So I'm sorry, but I want to get that, time travel series done. I'm not going to make another series on Roblox because I have other stuff in mind. So even though I said I was going to do that, I changed my mind. I'm sorry, but I will finish the ones I already started. Which the only one I did was Stuck in Time. Revisit history. So I'm going to finish that Roblox series. And then if we ever play Roblox again, it's just going to be a random video. Even if we play that game more than once, I'm not going to count it as a series. Even if they do new updates on the time travel one, we'll just have to try to do it in one video. If not, we can do a part 2, but no more than that. We did do a Roblox Stories series, but that one got over back in April. I want to go down all the way to the bottom. Scroll down. Scroll down. Oh, we're zooming through each episode, guys, on my channel. It's been quite an amazing year, right? And who's ready for another one? Woo! And sadly enough, we will end the channel next year. However, on the bright side, we're going to try hitting 600 videos. Not probably around the same time as my 2nd anniversary, because I do hate on numbers, so always having 2 celebrations is good. But, 300 was just special, It doesn't matter if we get to 600 or not at the end of next year in June. But if we get to 600 early, then the channel's going to end early and we won't have a 2nd year anniversary. Because once I get to 600 videos, because I'm at 300 now, right? Once I get to 600, we're not going any further than that. So I'm very sorry. But, the channel has to end. So, because, I'm going to be a senior this upcoming year, and then I'm planning to go on a mission, hopefully. And, yeah, so, but it's still not too late to do stuff. And I am planning to bring the spirit on here just starting next month. Let's see. And it's almost next month. June 30th is tomorrow. And then starting next Sunday. Yeah. This Sunday, I'm just posting videos to my future kids. Let's see. But they're also spiritual. Here is the first video. I was probably silly and I probably wasn't good. I didn't even know how to edit back then. But look at me. I remember one time I was doing a video and I was trying to pick random videos, with me talking. I'm not going to do that. Because I don't like editing live streams a lot, so instead of just pushing these and having to cut out random parts that I didn't like, I'm not doing that. But if you see on here, look at my first video. My video, June 29th, 2018, 5:29 p.m., 55 seconds. 1 year ago. This was just a few hours later because I hate on numbers. I made this video. Still 1 year ago. 59 viewers, 48 viewers. This one was 11 months ago, but it was just a couple days in July after this. So this is almost 1 year as well. Maybe this, maybe this, maybe this. When I got to this video, see this title right here, Once Upon a Time, titles and memorized mostly. It's supposed to say Once Upon a Time, titles and dates, memorized mostly. After I made this video, every time when I posted a video, even now, every time when I post a video, this is the first title that comes up. It's called Once Upon a Time, titles and dates, mostly memorized. And then I have to like delete the title and put the actual title in. Before this video, though, it used to always say the date, and then I would change it. You know, I learned how to change the title of my YouTube video. I could have went back and changed this one, but I didn't know how back then. We talked about the series finale Once Upon a Time. Back then, it was only a month ago since the series finale, so yeah. And I was barely even 16, right? Back then. But now it's a year later, and I'm 17. And yeah, when you watch a TV show, not only when you watch the characters develop over the seasons, but you also get to watch them age more, you know? And the way they sounded in the pilot is not the way they sounded in like season 4. Like even if you watch Disney Channel where the shows only go up to 4 seasons, you watch season 4 and you compare it to season 1 and you realize, you know, their voices in season 1 weren't as good as they were in season 4. Of course, you watch season 1 and then you got used to their voices over time. But then when you look back and go like, their voice, this character's voice sounded squeaky back then, and now he's developed his voice a little bit more, you know? I mean, like not in real life with voice lessons, but as a character, you know? Because when you're a little kid, sometimes you don't have like a very good voice, and you know, but when you get older, you start and you get your man voice instead of your kid voice. You start to have somewhat a better voice, right? Like I said, I didn't really have something special for these live streams, so the only thing I can think of right now is just talking to you guys. But on the other hand, we have these videos to go through. So watch carefully as I zoom up and go through each picture slightly. I didn't make a lot of videos at the old house. Let's see, I only made like 24. And then new house. And then there was one video I posted like a couple weekends ago that I saved, you know, and I wasn't going to post on YouTube until I got mad about the DuckTales. And I'll have to talk about that episode again when DuckTales comes back. Let's see. So I'm gonna slowly go up through each video, but as I go up, take a glance at each video I made, and yeah, enjoy it. I want to play music in the background while we scroll up, but that's copyrighted. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. As you see, now we're reaching to the new house because we didn't make a lot. It was right before I moved when I started this channel. I didn't know we were going to move, though. Take a glimpse at all of these. Do you remember Hook Attack, guys? That was almost a year ago as well. That was in August. Ooh, I like this one. This is 144 viewers. Wow. This didn't have a lot back when I did this. Maybe I should. I used to do credits, but I stopped. There was a Moana failed video since I hate on number. You know, it was copyrighted. Oh, well. Moana's not on Netflix anymore, so who cares? A lot of the shows I talked about on here that were on Netflix back then are not on Netflix anymore. There's our Once Upon a Time. There is the... this is back when I did trailers for my upcoming live streams. My first one was in August, and I thought about doing trailers. I was going to talk about each season of Once Upon a Time. I'm really not kind of into that anymore, but I still have that PowerPoint and I still have that script. I just don't want to finish it. I'm working on Stuck in Time now. But I used to make all these Once Upon a Time trailers, and I used to have all these Once Upon a Time pictures. So, sorry, but nope, not doing that. But even if I don't show trailers to my live stream, I do tell you about them in advance. So hopefully you listen to the end of my video. And back then I didn't have a schedule set, so I used to post a lot of videos whenever I wanted, and I used to do something crazy like look at this. I make videos better now, but on the flip side, I'm still not getting a lot of viewers. On some videos I do, because, you know, certain topics are good, you know, to put on YouTube, but most of them are not. And so in most of my videos, my viewing is low, but my subscriptions, even though they're low, they're going up. There's only been like a couple times when they went down by 1 subscriber, but then they went back up. And I think that was because of my computer. All right, first live streams. Once Upon a Time. This is when we started reviewing the seasons. This was 9 months ago. It's almost a year. I'm still trying to finish up that playlist. I just gotta make one more video. Just one more Once Upon a Time video, and then it's probably completely off this channel. This is when I try to review all the seasons, I think. Yes, I see season 5. I see season 7. Where's season 6? Where's all the seasons? Okay, on second thought, all the videos are not on here. But when I go to my, I'll have to show you on the top. I'm supposed to have all the seasons on here. There's me and Melon playing ball fall. There's my, when I made YouTube channel trailers, I used to actually act like a jerk and be a little weird. This one was more interesting because I used the Greatest Showman. I got a little copyright for that, but that's kind of over now, and I'm going to keep those. This is back when my channel was the Greatest Actor of 2020. We'll get to the brow bends eventually. This is when Melon combed my hair. There's my Hunchback script. There's DuckTales. Oh. You know what? I'm just going to go up. No, that doesn't work. Whoa. Okay. When I go to my YouTube studio, it actually has all 300 videos that I made up to this one. So even though there were some videos that were missed down here, sorry, I lost my place. I messed up. Sorry. Let's see. Where did I leave off? There were a lot of videos down here where, let's see. Keep going down. I'm almost there, guys. I think we're there now. Yep, this is where we left off. Okay, see that? Up, up, up. There's our Christmas movies. Oh, there's our Kahoot live streams that never really worked. Christmas. There's our crazy videos of 2018. Remember that? Soccer, Christmas, or what is that? What is that? Oh, gingerbread houses. Oh, and there's our Christmas video. Brain's wearing a hat. There's us playing Blue Blocks. There's us talking about the upcoming movies. The playlist kind of changed, so I made a new video on that. There's my lightning bolt. I deleted that picture, but, you know, it broke today. I'm sad. But those are all the Christmas presents we got for Christmas. And then there's 2 videos about Brayden's presents, and then we saw Mary Poppins, and then there's that. New Year's live stream. So now we're in 2019. Good. We're at least past halfway. Where's the other lightning bolt? I used that picture more than once, so we'll see if it's on here. Brayden's birthday. Once Upon a Time. Review of season 1. There's that. Oh, there's the lightning bolt again. When I talked about my Once Upon a Time, but now it doesn't work. I haven't turned on my lightning bolt since like February because I bent the cord. Yeah. Let's see. Going up. Happy birthday. You know, you didn't have to watch those. Those were for family, technically. There's our February live streams. There's my cousins. When we're talking about Stuck in Time, there's my cousins. Caleb, Anna, Emma. See. Star Wars trailer. This wasn't the real trailer. There's another real one up here. Here is my YouTube channels when I changed them to Brattlebins. Here's are my YouTube channel trailers when I changed them to Brattlebins. This was only 4 months ago. But these are the last videos. My sister Malin. This is her bedroom. This is mine. And after these videos, she wasn't allowed to be on my channel anymore. So from here on out, we don't see her. But she gradually is coming back. And we kind of saw her on a few Roblox videos recently. So there's DuckTales. There's Once Upon a Time Marathon. This is when I started my Revisit History series. And then there's my real life stories and Roblox stuff. And then there's Mario. Then there's a review of season 5. There's something we did over spring break was a soccer game for 2019. Dumbo, let's see. Then we did more episodes of Revisit History. Let's see. We did in April during spring break, we did 2 live streams, 2 Roblox live streams. We probably might do that again. And there's Flee the Facility. There is Easter. Me and my brother. See? And then there's that. And then there's a reflect on Easter, and then there's more time travel videos. And then there's another Fleet Facility. We were voting on what were we voting on? We were voting on a game to play, and we ended up on Fleet Facility. And there is my 2 DuckTales reviews. And then as you keep going up, there's my 2 birthday live streams. That's when I continued talking about Back to the Future. There's the Sorry game. I did do a few DuckTales reviews. There's my Once Upon a Time seasons. I still have to do one more video with all the seasons. And then that was back when I had my table up too. I have it up again, but I don't have my seasons out. And these were actually during my Trek, vacation, and that was actually 3 weeks ago, so we're almost done. If you look at this DuckTales review, this was the week before Trek, where school got out. Then here's all the live streams, all the way up until this video where I'm trying out, doing another tryouts, And then coming home from Trek, here's more episodes for Revisit History, Frozen 2 trailer. There was another Star Wars trailer, but we passed it. And then there was a little toy video. I don't know if you guys liked it, but only 7 of you did. So I don't know about doing another video with Duck and Marty. I actually had them on the floor recently, but I kicked them off to the side so I can have this live stream. And then since my DuckTales review got deleted, I got so mad that I posted this video even though I didn't want to. And then here's the Force. And then since I was so mad, I did this thing where it was called the 4 worst things that could happen on YouTube. Yeah, 4 bad things happening to my channel. Watch that video if you want to find out. But my channel is still live. It's still airing. And yeah, it didn't stop my channel from airing. So there's another revisit. This is when I started reviewing Raven's Home. Here's a trailer to that. And then here's Andy Mack. Andy Mack is back, and we're almost at the series finale. I will review Andy Mack next weekend, guys. So hang tight. And then there's another Lion King trailer. There's when I was talking about Trek. Now we're caught up to this week. Here's another trailer to my channel. And I'm just about to tell you the future of my channel right now. But here are 2 more Revisit History videos. And then now we're at the live streams. Woohoo! We did a lot of videos this year. We went through every single video we ever done on this channel. I didn't mention every single one, but you saw them all now. And there was an interruption in between where everything messed up and I had to scroll back down. But my poster just fell if you wanted to know what that noise was. But that's okay. We're almost done with the live stream. I have nothing else to say, guys. I have nothing else to say on this channel. But given the fact it's 8:38 now, it's time that I tell you what's going to happen on the future of my channel, okay? For the next 12 to 14 minutes before we end the live stream, we're going to talk about that. Otherwise, I don't have anything else to talk, and I'm kind of sad that you didn't leave questions for me. I'm going to turn down the volume, and then I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a sec for the rest of the live stream, okay? Okay. See. Sorry for sharing my screen so long. I still have that mess on the table. But that was the longest time I ever shared my screen except the Kahoots, So now, there's nothing else I can say but see you next weekend. However, I did say I was going to talk about the future of my channel, which should only take like 10 minutes. So let's talk about my future of the YouTube channel. And we're almost done. I can't believe it's already been an hour and a half. You do 2 live streams and you feel like it's going to take a long time because when you do 2 live streams, it's the longest you ever lived. Like when you make regular videos, I try not to go longer than like 20 or 30 minutes. and the longest I ever went was 36 minutes. I mean, there was a video I made that was like an hour long, and it was a Mario video, but that was like almost a year ago, and I tried to edit and it didn't save. So minus that, most of my videos are like under 20 minutes. Quite a few of them, 1/3 of them, I would probably say is probably over 20. But then when I edit them out, they're just barely over 10. And a lot of the ones that are over 20 sometimes are even under 10 when I edit. So actually, that's not 1/3. That's more of 1/10 of videos going over 15. And we barely have a couple that go over 20. So usually when I do 2 live streams, it's like the longest I ever made on this channel, you know, especially for the live streams that do go over time, because that means they're the longest videos on this channel, because I only have one video that went about 59 minutes long, and that's Mario. So if it goes past an hour, it's longer, you know. And that's usually the case with the second live stream every time when I do live streams. The first one always has to end early so I can get ready for the second one. If I schedule the second one to not air back to back with the first one, like I've done that before where I did one live stream one day and one live stream the next day. But like when you're doing them on the same day and you're putting a 15-minute gap in between, kind of like an intermission, you know, then usually the first one might go over time. But most of the times when I do live streams, I do them back to back, hour after hour. So the first one always has to be short, but since this is the second one, it could go over time. It's probably not, though, because I don't have anything else to say. In fact, I would end it right now. My last live stream, back when I did the panel and I was answering those questions in the bucket on my birthday, the first live stream, I thought I pushed recording, but for some reason it didn't. It was still recording some way, but I don't know. Something was not working. And so when you start a live stream, you use Google Hangouts, right? And it shows the Google Hangouts, and then it shows your live stream, and then the last 5 seconds of the video, it shows your Google Hangouts again. Unfortunately, it showed Google Hangouts. It showed the Google Hangout sign throughout the whole video, and my voice wasn't even in the background, so you couldn't even listen to it like a radio. It's different. It was so mad that when I went to edit it out, I just cut it out 20 of that staring moment. I didn't delete the whole video because I wanted to keep my videos on track to get to 300. So instead of like recreating the video or anything, I just cut it out 20 minutes. And so instead of spending a whole hour, you get to spend like just a Once Upon a Time episode, which is like 40 minutes of staring at a Google Hangout sign. But the second one did work, and you got to see the second half of those questions. I don't have them anymore. If I still did, I'd probably answer them right now, since both of my live streams are working this time, you know. But it's not my birthday, you know. But since I am the star of this channel and we are celebrating, it's kind of like a second birthday, right? The next time we do live streams, I do try to do them every month, but because of busy months, sometimes I forget and just not do them at all. I still have live streams that were supposed to be in January that are still waiting to be broadcasted. I'm probably not going to do that. But I was going to do some in February too, and we didn't do that. But I did one in March, and I did one in April, and I did one. No, wait, I did do live streams in February. It's March that I didn't do. But I did April, May, and June. And since there's no school, I could have done July, but because of Snowbird, that might not be the case. So I will do one in August, though. It will be the same as last year. After August, I did try to schedule some in September one time, but I ended up too busy and just stopped. So instead of September, it's going to be the same as last year. I'll do one in August, and I'll do one in October instead of September. So I do skip a few months. Then I'll do one in November, December, and then February, and then May, June. And if it's ever changed next year, you know, I might even end my channel with the live stream in July of 2020. But you know, you can call it the 2020s. I'm the greatest actor, right? But, you know, we might not do that. And if the schedule does change, it's only going to change because, maybe I do have time to do one in September, because it's supposed to be once a month with the live stream thingies. I am planning to change my channel. I could have done it now, but since I haven't really mentioned it a lot on this channel, I'm going to give it a few more weeks. But then sometime in July, we are going to change it. Okay, so be ready for that. I don't know what it's going to be called, but if you have names, put them in the comments below, please. even in this live stream, put them in your thoughts and comments below. Right before I end this live stream, I'll go back to check to see if there's any ideas. But I'm changing my YouTube channel name. This is going to be the 4th name of my YouTube channel. You had Other Ben Lenny Wants Disney Magic, Greatest Actor of 2020, and Brattlebins. What's the 4th name going to be? And get this, guys. When we get to the end of my channel, we're going to talk about all the names of my YouTube channel and pick one final name for this channel. That'll be next year. It's going to be the biggest competition of them all. Usually the biggest has to go last. So even if you thought this was the biggest, that's not true. For some situations, it is. But I always like to keep the best for last. So if you didn't like these videos and you didn't like my channel so far, the biggest video I ever have has almost 10,000 viewers because I lied about DuckTales. I'm sorry for that. But this should be just as good as that video. So be ready for that event next year. But enough of talking about next year because it gets a little sad. Let's stick to this year. So 2 new playlists are coming. Every Sunday, I'll be posting 1 gospel lesson video and 1 video for my future children. I want to make diaries for my future children, just kind of like Teddy did on Good Luck Charlie. I actually remember her name now because in the videos that I made for my children, I forgot. But I'm going to start doing that. And since it's the end of June, I'm going to save the gospel lessons for July. And so not tomorrow, but next Sunday, I'll have 2 gospel lessons. And this Sunday, we'll do 2, videos for my children. However, it is going to start getting spiritual and stuff. And I'm not going. And one thing we do is that we don't work on Sunday. We keep the Sabbath day holy and we rest from all our work. So, I adore this work and I would adore doing it on Sunday night. But I'm not going to spend hours trying to edit the videos, put end screens on them, or cards. So when you watch my Sunday videos, it's not going to be edited. It's not going to be more professional even. And you know how sometimes when I talk, I do kind of struggle a little bit and I do repeat things and I lose thought and forget how to say it. So I re-say what I have to say. So like if I'm saying on my channel, on my channel, you know how sometimes I kind of do that, but I'm afraid it's going to have to be. I will still edit the videos I post on Friday and Saturday, but since we're adding Sunday to the weekend, I'm not going to edit it on Sunday. So just my Sunday videos, but since it's gospel related, hopefully you watch it. Yes. And technically, it's technically almost like going on the mission and you're sharing the gospel, except I won't have a YouTube channel when I go on my real mission. So, but it is a good practice, and I did have a practice MTC last year and I will start doing one this year. There is another YouTube channel somewhere on YouTube where they talk about gospel lessons and I want to try to keep it as appropriate as possible. So I may not end things like with hymns, or I might not end my testimony in the names also because the thing about movies is that even when you watch a church movie, you're not allowed to say any in any shape or form of the Lord's name. So I will just end it with saying just amen, basically, kind of that thing. But that will be on Sundays. They'll kind of start next week, because I just came back from Zion's camp. But if you want to hear the messages I have for my future children, that will be tomorrow. That will be 302 videos. If I wasn't going to do that, I would have did premieres on Thursday. But don't get me wrong, we're still doing those other stuff. I'm still doing those other stuff, even though most of you don't like some of the content on this channel. I'm still doing some of that. I'm just adding new content in, so hopefully you enjoy the new stuff. All right. Anything else about this channel? I am going to Snowbird on the 4th week of July, which makes me miss a few more Newsies rehearsals, just like I did with Science Camp. Trek, I didn't because the rehearsal started the 2nd week. We had 1 rehearsal in May, but then, because of Lion King, we didn't do any rehearsals until the 2nd week of June. So Trek didn't conflict, but Science Camp did, and I missed 2 rehearsals. And that's why I'm not going to be in King of New York, or I missed the ending of Seize the Day, but I think I might slip myself in that song because I don't want to be cut out. I already know the first half. I just got to know the ending. The second half, there's only a few people dancing, and I'll just sit in the back watching them dance with the rest of the ensemble. But at the end, everyone dances, and I'm going to have to try to learn the end. I was going to talk to my cousin Anna because she's in it, and my Aunt Amanda, but they didn't show up at the parade or the performance at 12, so oh well. I'll have to talk to them some other day. But I will. I'm still doing birthday videos because I need to make Kahoots. I know I haven't did birthday videos in a long time, but if we ever have another Larson family party, I will still do Kahoots. So you can still ignore those videos, and I still may get a little silly, but at least you can enjoy the Reverence Sunday videos. I will not end it with saying, see you in the next video. See you next weekend on the Brattle Bins. Bye. I'll still say that on Saturday. But if you want to stick around for the gospel part on Sunday, you can do that. But I'm not going to say anything like, see you in the next video. I'm basically just going to end it with a testimony, but I won't say it in the name. So I will say it in like, blah, amen. Okay. That's how I'm going to say it. Like when we're talking about the lessons, of course, I will say names and stuff, but like, I don't know. Anyway, I just want to make sure I'm doing it righteously and not perfectly. I'll mess up a few times, but yeah. Oh, what was I going to say? Now I lost my thought. Yeah. I don't know. What was I going to say? Shoot. Oh yeah. About what was it? Oh, we still have time because I'm not doing another one. This is what I mean. This is what I do on my channel sometimes, and I'm not going to edit this out, especially when I do the Sunday videos, but bear with me. It was about Snowbird. I'm going to Snowbird, and I'm missing more Newsies rehearsals, and so since I already missed 2, I sacrificed the last part of my Zion's camp, Saturday morning, just to come to the parades. But since I didn't see my cousin and aunt in it, I still enjoyed the parades, but, I'm in Snowbird. Even my cousin Anna and my Aunt Amanda are going to miss, rehearsals. They didn't miss rehearsals because they didn't go to Trek or Zion's camp with me, but we're all going to Snowbird as a family. So, and it's my dad's side. I will do premieres. Last year I didn't because I didn't know how to. And my channel is fairly brand new, so that's why. But, and we have a schedule. We didn't start a schedule until I called my name the greatest actor of 2020. It started on October 5th and 6th. Remember that? We're still keeping the schedule. We're just adding Sunday. And if there's any weekends where we might do Thursday, that still might be available. But at least we'll get to 600 a little bit faster. The reason why we got to 300 was that we spent like 1/4 of the year, just posting videos whenever. Since I have a schedule, I did the math, and it's most likely I'll get to 290 and barely make it. I don't want to do that. I mean, it's okay if we go a little bit in July, and if we do a 2nd year anniversary on this channel, that will be fine. There won't be a 3rd year, that, or a 4th year. But I want to try to end it as soon as possible when we get to summer. And forgive me if I stop posting by the end of June next year. But, once I get to 600, that's it. We're not going over. Yeah, I even said, like, how this year we were going all the way to 302 because at the end of June last year, I went to 2 videos. I didn't have 0. I didn't wait until July. I actually made 2 videos and posted them on YouTube on June 29th. So that's why I want to go to 302, But next year, we're not going to 602 because we're not continuing this channel after 600. So if it ends up being the same thing next year where we are celebrating 600 videos and the 2nd year anniversary, it's going to stop at 600. So if you think about me doing these live streams next year, it will be a Sunday. So I don't know how to work around that. But if we do the live streams on a Sunday, next year, these will be the last videos. Like these live streams, if I do the exact same thing I'm doing now next year, these will be the last videos. No, nothing the next day, And yeah. All right. But I think that's all my announcements. One more thing I guess I should say is that since we only have 1 year left on this channel, I will gradually stop making more playlists because, like, if it's like March and my channel is going to end in a few months and I make a new playlist on my channel, it's not like it's going to get a lot of videos off of it unless I'm making a playlist of previous videos instead of new ones. So with new playlists, minus the playlist that we'll put previous videos on. That's actually a lot of work, and I don't usually do that often, you know. When we get, I'll still make more playlists after these two church playlist. Let's see, church playlist and future diary playlist. You know, I am making those in July, but I'm not saying those are going to be the last playlist. They might, but I might make a few more towards the end of this year, you know. But by the time we reach 2020 in January, that's when I'm going to have to kind of stop, you know, because the channel's almost over, and I'm going to stick with the playlist that I have left, you know, so I can try to finish them. If I start a new one right the last minute, that's kind of bad. And the reason why I'm stopping is that I need to prep for my mission. So there's that. Once I finished with my Stuck in Time script, I'm going to work on my mission papers, and that's why I'm not making a second one. Since it's taken me only 6 months to make the first one, I should have time. It should take me all the way through mid-July, you know, to finish the second one, but I don't want to do that because, you know. But I will probably work on it after that, my mission, and then throughout my college years, I will do that. All right. I will do the third movie and the fourth movie if my movie makes popular. Okay. But with that, that's it. And we're about ending the same time we did as last time. With this video, I also started 30 seconds late. I was ready to air at 7:59. I was ready to air 1 minute early since I ended at 7:57. It only took me 2 minutes to set up because 3/4 were already set up. I just had to like go back to Google Hangouts and start everything again. But I wanted to wait, and so I was making another tab so we can look at my YouTube channel, and that took another minute, but it took another minute and a half, so we went 30 seconds overtime again. Forgive me. But we're ending this around the same time, but I still have to say goodbye. And since this is not a church, well, yeah, since it's kind of not a church video, I will say the exit entrance, but I will not say it tomorrow, and I will not say it the Sundays after that. But along with Bring the Spirit to the channel, let's end the video. It is 8:57, so yeah, it's now getting a little bit longer because I still have to say goodbye and all that, and seize the day, right? Sing that, you know, but it's around 57 to 58 minutes, so both of these are barely under an hour, but I would have let this go overtime if you guys had questions down below. Since you guys didn't leave any questions, that's why I'm ending it around the same time, because now I don't have anything else to say. So with that, we're going to end the video. However, maybe I should check one more time before we do. Let me see. Should I turn down the volume? I probably should. It looks like you guys didn't leave any questions. This was supposed to be a panel, but fortunately it was not. And that was my last check. So I feel sorry for you guys, but you got to start liking my channel so you can put questions. What happens when I'm a real celebrity and I am at a real panel? Would I want a no audience? No. All right. You know, I enjoy my place because I get audiences over there. At least a little bit. But we're going to end this live stream on the brow bends. All for one and one for all, for one and one for now's the time to seize the day. Now's the time to seize the day. Let us seize the lightning missiles out on the battle bends. The battle bends. Bye. This time I have one more thing to say, but it's actually in my mind. So unlike the last video, I didn't forget. Happy 300th video anniversary. This was the 300th. Tomorrow we'll start 301 and 302. It's coming. I look like a baseball or football player. Whoa. Sorry. I used this hat for science camp and a devil cowboy hat for track. But I still have this mess to clean up. Don't worry. You don't have to see it again. For my lightning bolt. Ooh. Shattered. Just today, right before I started my first live stream. Oh. But oh well. We're going to end the video. That was the last thing I was going to say. Hopefully you enjoyed this 1 year anniversary. And now tomorrow we'll start off on a new year. Ready? We're ending this year, not this live stream. We are ending it, but not just this live stream. We're ending this year on the Brattlebins. If I end it now, it's probably going to be the same as the last live stream. Instead of being 56 minutes and 45 seconds, it's going to be 59 minutes and 45 seconds since I started kind of 30 seconds late. But given the fact I'm saying that now, it's probably going to barely hit an hour. So in this case, it didn't go overtime, but comparing with the first live stream, it only went a few minutes. So at least I had something. At least I didn't know I had backup at first. I didn't know I was able to keep a long conversation on this channel. I didn't even know that I could talk for 2 hours on this channel. I can have a 3-hour conversation, but talking in public takes a lot. So that was amazing. I was able to talk throughout this. And even though it says panel in my title, it didn't really turn out as a panel, and I'm sorry for that. You guys were supposed to come up with questions this time. I didn't trust you on my birthday because I knew you guys, not a lot of you watched this, but I was expecting a lot of you to watch this now, and none of you did. And it's not like I had school, so I could go to school, and I guess I could have went to science camp and asked for questions, but I just didn't do that and didn't buy the time to. I wanted to get more free time because I didn't get a lot of free time in Trek when I was writing that journal, so maybe that's why. But we are going overtime now, and it's definitely been over an hour. So with that, we'll leave you on the Brattlebins. See you next weekend. And yeah, tomorrow, but I'm not going to say that every weekend. I will say next weekend. I mean, okay, I'll say tomorrow, but I'm going to act more calm when I do the Sunday videos. All right, enough explaining. I'm tired. Let's just end the videos now. So with that, I'm out. I'll see you tomorrow. Then I'll see you next weekend in July. 4th of July. I might record the fireworks just to be away. Maybe. Not tonight, but like, here and there. Because the 4th of July is coming up this week. So, other than seeing you tomorrow, enjoy your 4th of July. I have actually 2 more parades that I have to go to on the 4th of July. So I'm not even done with the parades yet. When you thought I was done with the whole parade thing just 12 hours ago, I was not. So, actually, yeah, 12 hours ago, we started the parade. 9 a.m. Can't believe it's been a full day already. It's been quite the Saturday. But more to come next weekend. And yeah, happy 300th video 1-year anniversary. It's not 300 years old, but you know what I'm trying to say. 2 holidays in 1. All right, we're ending the video on the Brattlebins. I don't want to end it because I want to keep talking to you guys, but you know how I talk and I can't stop. If I had a manager, he would just cut me off by now, but yes. In the next live streams, I hope for you guys to be better and put questions down below because I love this panel thing and I want to keep doing it, but I can't do that unless you guys have questions. We might even do something else in the next live stream. I'm not saying I'm giving up, but just until I get more views. All right. We're in this video. I might get a new laptop this Christmas so I can have better software and all that stuff. But when I got this laptop, I was expecting a PC one and they gave me a Chrome one. So if she gives me a Chrome one again, then oh well. Computers usually last 3 years long, but I use this one more than anyone else. So it's probably going to die sometime throughout the next year. So it's probably best if I get a new computer and use it to finish my channel. So with that, we're leaving you. Now we went 4 minutes overtime, so this should be about 1 hour and 5 minutes long. But with that, I have nothing else to say. On the Brattlebins, all for one and one for all. Now is the time to seize the day. On the let us seize the Brattlebins. Lightning Mills is out. Bye. I'm gonna end it right at 9:05. So let's do a countdown. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Nope. 3, 2, 1. Nope. It's still 9:04. 3, 2. I want to make it 5 minutes long. Oh wait, since I started this late, it's not gonna be 5 minutes, is it? It's gonna be like an hour and 4 minutes and 45 seconds because I didn't start right at 8 o'clock, but still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was already there. I didn't even need to do a countdown, but whatever. See you tomorrow. See you next weekend. Bye.